have the shell? Can you bring the shells over here?
West Meadow Beach is a diverse ecosystem, home to a variety of plant and animal species. And while it may not seem like much at first glance, scattered in rocks and hidden in bushes are the organisms that make this habitat so extraordinary. West Meadow Beach is designated as the West Meadow Wetlands Reserve. This is because adjacent to the sand and shore there is a maritime forest as well as a creek and wetlands that contribute to the diversity of this unique ecological community. Some birds that can be found in this community are the semi-palmated sandpiper, short-billed dowitcher, common tern, black-crowned night heron, snowy egret, mute swan, Canada goose, herring gull, and the well-known piping plover. Birds such as the herring gull are a significant part of the food chain that holds this ecosystem together. The herring gull feeds on fish, sandworms, garbage left behind from people, and mussels which they drop from high heights so they can access the soft insides. Chimney swifts are birds that are commonly found at West Meadow Beach. They're known to live in hollowed-out trees, but due to human activity, they've adapted to live in man-made objects. Due to their near-threatened conservation status, these chimney swift towers were completed by a group of Boy Scouts, so the birds would have a safe place to reside, away from predators and harsh environmental conditions. During the summer, dedicated conservationists rope off area on the beach to help in the effort of raising the piping plover population. Long Island has one of the highest densities of piping plovers, with approximately 800 pairs, which is a lot compared to their total population of about 1,300. With many varieties of birds comes many varieties of berries. West Meadow Wetlands Reserve is also home to a large amount of vegetative diversity. These essential producers provide the basis for this complex habitat and reach far and wide across this elaborate ecosystem. This yellow flowered plant is known as seaside goldenrod. In the summers, the diamondback terrapin turtles that inhabit West Meadow Beach have been observed to lay their eggs near these. This plant is a very common perennial forb throughout this environment. The prickly pear cactus is an abundant plant at West Meadow Beach. While most people don't think of cactuses being able to live in a cold New York environment, they are surprisingly versatile and have occupied West Meadow Beach for years. These cactuses take 3 to 4 years to produce flowers and fruit, and the ones observable at West Meadow Beach bloom. This means they must be successfully adapted to the ecosystem. There is no doubt that West Meadow Beach is very rich in poison ivy. Poison ivy is infamous for being the devil of all plants. When this plant releases urushiol, 80% of people have an allergic reaction and develop an itchy rash. However, this plant isn't all bad. Poison ivy provides a food source for birds who eat its berries and deer who eat its leaves. While that plant may seem bad, the most destructive plants in an environment are invasive species. Invasive species are non-native nuisance species. Oftentimes, these organisms are intentionally brought here as ornamentals or accidentally brought here by shipping cargo. IMAP Invasives is an app that helps scientists track invasive species and allows them to try to stop them from harming the environment before they spread to an unstoppable level. You can take a course in order to help scientists track these invasive species, and then you simply put in basic information about the invasive you stumble upon in order to help make a difference. Mugwort is an invasive species from Europe that is able to outcompete native species for sunlight and nutrients because it has no natural predators in its new environment. One reason why garlic mustard is an invasive species is because it produces substances in its roots that stop the growth of crucial soil fungi and promote leaf chemicals that kill butterfly larvae when they try to feed on the plant. Horseshoe crabs are in decline, and there are many dead crabs to be seen washed up on the shore of West Meadow Beach. This isn't surprising, because out of every 10,000 eggs, only 6 will hatch, and out of every 100,000 larvae, only 3 will survive their first year. Horseshoe crab blood has a high expense because there is a blood clotting agent in it that makes it effective for medicinal purposes. Their blood is also blue due to its high copper concentration. In horseshoe crabs, copper is used to carry oxygen throughout their bodies, the same way the concentration of iron in hemoglobin is used in our bloodstream. Way down West Meadow Beach is the Stony Brook Inlet. This inlet is dredged unnaturally, which affects the organisms that reside there, but allows humans to come in and out of the Stony Brook Harbor by boat. While this may be harmful to the organisms living here, the dredged materials are used to build up eroded areas from past storms, and some rich yacht folks can get where they need to go. This is an example of a give and take. But what's not a give and take is pollution and blatant habitat destruction. In order to protect piping plovers and horseshoe crabs and bunnies, all we need to do is preserve environments and throw away our trash. So next time you see garbage on the beach, throw it away. And when you miss the first time because you're too busy watching a beach documentary to learn how to play basketball, pick it up and throw it away again.